Advanced Communicator Bronze, Advanced Leader Bronze, Srinivas. Alright, the speech title is The Art of Saying No. The Art of Saying No, Srinivas.
I have two kids. My first kid, when she was born, was very happy, very excited. It's about 1.5 years. When she was around 1.5 to 2 years old, she was the perfect baby every parent would want to. The most cutest, pretty, beautiful, and the best part, superbly obedient. When I say superbly obedient, I can tell her, sit on a bed with your doll or with your toy. I'm gonna do some chores and come back. I can go whatever I want to do. I'll be back after half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. She'll be same spot, same place on the bed. Obedient. You tell her you sit there, she will sit. And you tell her you don't move, she won't move. And for the kids of that age, they can't sit still for 30 seconds. My daughter can sit same place. So that was like perfect baby. Then I realized something. Everything we ask her to do, answer is yes. Then I looked at my wife and said, we have a problem. She says yes for everything. And I am a strong believer of no. And I told my wife, looks like our daughter is becoming very, very obedient. So I have to teach her the art of saying no. And that's how I started teaching my daughter to disagree. Because I realized that one thing, if as a kid, you learn to say yes all the time, when you go to school, you will do the same thing. Whatever people will tell you, you will say yes. You go to college, you will say yes, even to the wrong things. And when you start working, you'll become yes boss. And that culture, or that habit, or that attitude was something I was totally against of. Not to say that I'm a kind of rebel, but I strongly believed in saying no. So I decided to teach my daughter every time she would want to say, Mommy, I want to eat this. And my wife like, okay, let's see. And she says, no, I'm not giving you. And she's like, okay, yes. And I tell her, tell Mommy, I want that. The mom like, what are you teaching? I said, I'm not teaching to argue with you. And I started teaching my daughter how to disagree with her mother, my wife. And every point. Learn to disagree, learn to say no. It took about 6 months to 8 months, where my daughter, before the age of 3, could say no to anybody. And she learned to think accordingly. When she wanted something and my wife said no, and she said okay. And she would learn to convince my wife, a little bit of manipulation, to make her agree to what she. And I taught her step by step for a few months. So when she joined the kindergarten and she was 4 plus something, she convinced her principal that my brother-in-law will pick her from school because her standard is. And the teacher said, no, I didn't receive any message. She convinced the principal that you are wrong, I'm right, and my uncle will come and pick me. I'm going to stay here, not go back with the school things. And my wife was worried. After 1 hour, she didn't end up home. She says, but your brother is coming. And my wife said, no, my brother is not coming to pick her. But your doctors convinced me that she's coming. And my wife was a bit upset. I was a bit proud. I said, yes, at the age of 5, you can convince your principal that he's wrong and you're right. That is the art of saying no. Now, in our lives, when we work, we face across many people who are telling us a lot of things. And it's not about just saying no. It's the ability to say no in a way that you do not offend the person. And also you respond in such a way that the person gets convinced. And most importantly, we come to the terms that the person agrees and sees from your perception or your view of point. And that is the important part there. It is easy to say, no, I don't want to do it. But that is rude. But it's different to say no in a way that the person agrees to you and listens to you. That is the art of saying no. At times, do you realize that when you go to movie theater, especially when it's a favorite, somebody will be talking in some corner. Somebody will be answering a phone. especially when the really important scene is coming up and you're like watching and you're expecting something, somebody phone rings. You wish you were James Bond with no license to kill. And you wish you could have gone and tell him that, no, it's not right thing to do. You can't. And that comes to the second level, where when people disagree, you convince them to do what is right. So you go, no, then you go, no, you're wrong, and I tell you what is right. So today I'm going to do a small role play. I have a colleague. What happens with this colleague? This colleague had a very bad habit. He sits in office, and after this office, what happens is that he listens to music. Nothing wrong. But he sings along the songs. A little bit wrong. He sings too loud, and it's terrible. He is terrible singer, trust me. So his songs sounds more like scolding somebody. So now I'm going to talk to my colleague and tell him that don't sing too loud in office. Let's start the role play. And my colleague or acting colleague will be Kenko. Hey Ken.
Hey, three.
Right, have a seat here. Friend, you remember I was telling you that day that your music, when you sing, it's a bit loud?
Yeah, what's the problem?
The problem is that I have deadlines. My boss is sitting there in front of me and he wants me to finish my task, and because you sing so loud and it really disturbs me. So could you not sing or stop singing during work timings?
I can't, because singing gives me a lot of motivation, morale, synergy effect for me to do work. If I don't have singing, my mood will be very down, my spirit will be very down.
Right, so singing motivates you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I understand singing motivates you, it really helps you. But you see, it's demotivating few of us. And since I'm the person sitting next to you, it really demotivates me when I'm doing my work. And it doesn't affect not only me, it affects our entire company's project. And sometimes if the project goes down, it also affects people who just joined the company, like you, 6 months. And it also affects that bonuses get cut for all of us. Right? So it really affects my performance at the same time. In a way, it kind of affects you also. So would you mind considering to sing in a volume which remains within your cubicle? Not 3-4 cubicles. Okay. Could you reduce the volume of your singing? Would that be okay?
I can't, the music's meant to be loud.
Right. I know. I mean, it's really fun to have loud music. But end of the day, what's the fun that we lose the projects because I'm not able to finish my work on time? Somebody gets fired, maybe I get fired, maybe you get fired. And it affects the entire team. Would you feel happy about the whole thing?
I kind of feel guilty, but in terms of firing everybody, I feel this company should have give us some freedom of singing.
Oh, I would agree. What we can do is that once this project is finished, we'll go and talk to the management to have a cubicle which is covered in soundtrack. Right? And since the project is so important, it's going to really make good money, maybe towards the end we can see if they can make, if you're really into it, we can get you a soundproof room, so at least we all don't get disturbed. Would that be okay? Something like that can work out?
Yeah, we find to sing as loud as possible.
Yeah, yes, that's right. You can sing as loud as possible that time. Till then, can you reduce your volume? It's going to finish in 3 months' time. Till then, can you reduce and keep it yourself? Lunchtime, go for it. I'm out for lunch. I'm out after 5. You can have your own karaoke yourself, no problem. Would that be okay? Is that fine?
Yeah, that will be a deal for
Right.
you.
Thank you so much. And I'll sponsor you for karaoke for you and your friends one of the weekends, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can applaud louder. All right, now one of the parts of this communication, or in this scenario, is that people don't realize how it affects others. The first part is that we tell them what's the problem. So what I did was, I was telling them my problem. That his motivational thing demotivates other people. That's my problem. Thing is that how it affects me, and maybe it affects indirectly my personal feelings. How I feel. Excuse me, Uncle Paul, I'm not done yet. Thank you. The third part is that to give a solution, because he loves to sing, I don't like to hear. So a solution which may be or may not be practical at that moment, but something which can lead to a slightly better arrangement, and finally coming to a terms where we compromise a bit, or do something which will work out in future or something like that. And that's where we come up to a vision. Now, just for the audience, you may or may not have faced similar situation. Do you have any questions on when people, or when you're dissatisfied, when you're upset with somebody among your house or office or somewhere? Any questions? Or you felt any scenarios which happened in your life and you felt, I don't know what to do? Then I can try to say something. Or you felt during our communication, is there a better way where I could have communicated, or something else I could have said would have made a better impact? Or consider suggestions from your side. Looks like you're too perfect. Yeah, you are.
I think that's really right. You are also a very vocal person when you really want to talk, but you're also a very well-mannered person at the same time. And this one is because of it's a made-up situation.
Yes.
Right? So you actually acted out that you are very choleric, like you're very bossy over him. In fact, in a real situation, I think that you won't do this to him. You will first say that, can you sing so well? But I appreciate that you can sing it without interrupting other people's privacies. I think that you will use this word rather than what you do.
Yes, that would be a better way to starting with the praise. I think I would agree there. It's better to start with something nice, the way we start evaluations. Nice way. Yeah, okay, agreed. Any other questions or any other suggestions?
To improve the rapport with the person, maybe I can suggest you also pull a chair, sit together with him at the same level, sit like him, talk like him, then he will relate to you more. I guess so.
Okay, yeah, I would agree that part. I could have pulled the chair and go to the same level. Yeah, maybe that's the reason I felt bossy, because I'm standing. Point noted. All right, is there any other suggestions or any other things? You have a question about this whole situation or scenario?
What if you forget all the saying about mention something? If the person still consisted to, it's not of your business, what would you say to him?
If the person still disagrees.
Yeah, still disagree.
Very
It's none of
stubborn.
your business.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
stubborn.
is exactly what happens in real life. Because these are scenarios, so you can't agree very fast. But in real life, yes, that's what happens. People are very stubborn. They are like very staunch in what they believe in. What I would suggest is the best way is, of course, to approach to try to understand why the person doing. And once the person realize that you know and understand the situation and why they're doing it, chances of them agreeing are higher. But worst scenario, if they still don't agree, then you have to go to a hierarchy way where you talk to the person senior if it is work. If it's husband or wife, God bless you. But if it's hierarchy, then yes, you go according to the higher level and bring up them in to fix the problem. If it is a management issue, then it becomes not just singing loud, that becomes abuse or affects the co-worker's performance from a HR perspective, if it's work. All right, so I hope that we all learned something about dealing with people. At the same time, we got to say no to the people when we think it's no. At the same time, disagree or when we're dissatisfied or not happy with something, it's very important to express in a very nice way. Maybe start with a praise to make sure that, because being a yes person is the best way to never be successful. But being a no person, chances are very high you might end up being a successful person. So thank you so much, and because Ken was very good, I returned back his car keys. It's okay. That was not part of the plan. Back to the Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Sri.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, this brings us to the next.